My name is Kilby Moss. I'm a senior at Oklahoma State University. I got a major in animal science and minor in agribusiness. My question today is, does antibiotics affect the meat that we are consuming? I picked this topic due to the amount of negative press that has been presented against the animal agriculture industry in the last few years. Okay, the last several years, the use of antibiotics in meat animals has been a very controversial topic due to the fear of resistant genes or resistant bacteria from food animals. According to John, the spread of antibiotic-resistant bacteria infections has recently gained national attention as the annual death toll in America from one particular strain of this bacteria has surpassed the annual death toll from AIDS. This leads to my question, is do antibiotics that are administered in meat animals really affect the meat quality, and do they harm the people that eat the meat? Here's some general information. Antibiotics are given to animals that are sick in order to help relieve pain and distress due to illness, help the animal feel better and recover. Antibiotics may also be given to animals that are in danger of becoming sick in order to prevent the illness or infection from happening. Just like people, however, antibiotics do not have any effect on diseases of animals that are caused by viruses or parasites or other germs besides bacteria. Some antibiotics, for reasons that aren't totally understood, help cattle or other animals grow faster and get more out of the feed they eat. This comes from South Dakota State University. Antibiotics are administered to the animals with shots, either under the skin or in the muscle. They're also administered with pills or by mixing with water or their food. Antibiotic-resistant DNA fingerprint pattern were found among isolates from broiler meat and a slaughterhouse worker at a slaughterhouse, where these broilers were slaughtered at their meat processed. This indicates the spread of Antimicrobial-Resistant E. coli from animals to humans. It has also been said that antibiotic-resistant bacteria can make its way into lagoons that surround most farm animals through the drainage of manure and whatnot, and this can make its way into our drinking water. It can also make its way into our crops that are fertilized with the animal waste. The Union of Concerned Scientists recently estimated that 70% of all antibiotics used in the United States are administered to livestock in order to speed growth and prevent premature death and disease. It is widely recognized that the use of antibiotics spurs the evolution of antibiotic-resistant bacteria. This is an inevitable consequence of evolution by natural selection, and it has long occurred between organisms that secrete antibacterial agents that bacteria that develop resistance as an adaptation. What particularly disturbing about the current evolution arms race between pathogenic bacteria and drugs we invent to destroy them. It is that it appears to be escalating in response to the widespread and often unregulated use of antibiotics. There has been two studies that I have found. One took place in 2000, where they investigated the genetic relationships among 255 resistant strains. The study done it from hospitalized and non-hospitalized humans and various animal sources, where they discovered that it was predominantly host-specific. In 2002, they did another study going off 123 unrelated isolates from humans and livestock. In a statement by the Animal Health Institute, animal antibiotics make our food supply safer and people healthier. Antibiotics are a critical tool to prevent, control of, and treat diseases in animals. In doing so, they reduce the chance of bacterial transmission from animals to humans. That's why the Food and Drug Administration, or FDA, has approved the use of antibiotics in livestock and poultry. Veterinarians and farmers work to use these products to provide consumers with the safest food, so there are many different sides to this issue. Some say that it is a big hazard, but some say the government, along with the farmers and ranchers, do everything they can to make our food supply safe, and that there is not a problem. The Cattlemen's Beef Board and National Cattlemen's Beef Association states that the National Antimicrobial-Resistant Monitoring System, which was established in 1996 as a collaborative effort among FDA's Center of Veterinary Medicine, the U.S. Department of Agriculture, and the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention. This program provides an early warning system for detecting any change in pathogen resistance patterns. In spite of our best interests, though, to sterilize animal products, milk and meat still have some bacteria. There is a direct transfer of animal to human by meat that is not fully cooked or sterilized. The most popular known of these are the E. coli and Salmonella. According to the USDA, the disease called E. coli H7 is easily destroyed through cooking thoroughly. Salmonella may be found in the intestines in livestock. There is estimated 2,000 Salmonella species. Freezing this bacteria does not kill it, but however thoroughly cooking it does. Salmonella must be consumed through eating. It cannot enter the body through any other way, such as cut on your hand or anything of that nature. Cross-contamination can occur, though, if the meat or its juices of the uncooked meat can come into contact with ready-to-serve foods such as salads and other vegetables and other foods. Also, according to the USDA, as far as slaughtering the animals, there is a withdrawal period from the time the antibiotics is administered to the time of slaughter. This is so that antibiotics has more than enough time to exit the animal system. The FSIS randomly tests the livestock at the time of slaughter. At this time, there cannot be any detectability of resistance present. So they don't test them all, but they do randomly test the carcasses. South Dakota State University also states that the withdrawal time is different for each antibiotic and is set by the Food and Drug Administration. It reflects the point of time at which the antibiotic is at a low enough level in the animal to not result in safety problems for people eating the animal's products. Therefore, in conclusion, in my own opinion, there needs to be more studies done in this area to discuss the antibiotics and what they really cause in the meat due to the bacteria and whatnot, and if they do cause a human health risk. Two studies that I have shown do say some of that, but there's also many reports that show that most of these bacteria can be removed through cooking and good handling practices. So in closing, I found this quote from Congressman Leonard on the Animal Health Institute's website. America's livestock, dairy, and poultry producers are committed to using antibiotics responsibly and have developed responsible use guidelines for each of these respective industries. I just thought that would be a good quote in closing. Here are my citations for this presentation. I thank you all for your time and have a great day.